Who? Winnipeg Jets at Minnesota Wild. Jets lead series 2-1 puck drop, 7:10 p.m. CT watch, Fox Sports North plus Fox Sports Go CNBC Listen, KFAN 100.3 FM, Wild Radio Network, Wild NHL app follow, at Wild Game Center. Minnesota earned its first win of the first round of the Stanley Cup playoffs on Sunday night, beginning to dig itself out of a 0-2 hole and preventing the Jets from extending the lead. Wild players up and down the lineup contributed in a dominant 6-2 victory on home ice. Mikael Granlund and Zach Parise each scored on the power play, Paris's third goal in 3 games this series, while Jordan Greenway and Marcus Foligno scored their first career playoff goals. Greenway's was also the first of his NHL career. Eric Stahl and Matt Dumba also lit the lamp for the home team. Video, Wild discuss Game 3 win at home versus Jets. Meanwhile, Winnipeg's 2 goals came from Tyler Myers, who would later leave the game after a hard fall, and Blake Wheeler. Devin Dubnyk stopped 29 of 31 shots, while at the other end of the ice his team chased Connor Hellebuyck with a 4-goal onslaught in the second period. Steve Mason would enter for the final stanza of play and stopped all 7 shots he faced. Game 4 preview from the series shifted to St. Paul. The Wild knew it had a lot of work to do. Despite being the third best team in the league for points on home ice it was still in a 0-2 hole against a skilled, powerful team. Nothing was going to come easy, even in front of a friendly crowd on comfortable Xcel Energy Center ice, so Minnesota came out surging on Sunday, and despite allowing the first goal never let off the gas. That will be important for Tuesday's game, as well. If it can take the series back to Winnipeg tied at 2 apiece, it's suddenly a best of 3, where nothing in the past matters. Video, Bruce Boudreau talks Game 4 at practice. We're still in a desperate situation here. I mean, we were last night, we are tomorrow here, said Wild coach Bruce Boudreau after practice on Monday. It's not a question about feeling good about yourself. We survived. The Wild's major focus going into Game 3 was improving neutral zone play, which it, for the most part, did. Now an obstacle is to keep itself out of the penalty box. Compared to Game 2's collective 82 penalty minutes, Game 3's 16 look like small change. That said, with 70 of Game 2's penalty minutes coming in the last 10 seconds of the contest, players actually spent more time on special teams units in Game 3, and it certainly impacted the outcome. All 3 first-period goals came on the man advantage, with Wheeler first scoring after a slashing penalty to Matt Cullen, Granlund scoring on the tail end of an Adam Lowry roughing call, and Parise putting the Wild ahead as Ben Chiarot sat with a cross-checking minor. The Wild's penalty kill may have saved the game when its successee killed off 2 consecutive penalties midway through the second period, thanks in part to Nick Seeler's heroics. "He's surprised me since He's been here. This guy's never played in the NHL before. He's had very average training camps here," Boudreau said of Seeler. He's come up here and he hasn't played like a guy who's never played in the NHL before. He's surprised me for sure, but in a real good way. Staying out of the box is always conducive to a good game. However, kills of that caliber can change the entire tide, giving one team the momentum and the confidence to play a game like Sunday's. For Tuesday, with confidence high in the locker room, the team won't look to do the same. It looks to be better. They're gonna play better, guaranteed, Boudreau said of the Jets. And I know we're gonna have to play better if we want to win. Minnesota has posted a 4-8 record all-time in Game 4 of a playoff series, most recently beating the St. Louis Blues 2-0 in the 2016-17 postseason. Devin Dubnyk will start in goal again for the Wild, while Connor Hellebuyck will return to his starter's position in hopes of having a bounce-back game. Winnipeg coach Paul Morris did not offer an update on Myers on Monday, nor any other injured Jets player. Should Myers miss Game 3, it seems that Tucker Poolman will slot in for his first taste of postseason action. Related